Hey guys, welcome to the Navoni Herbals YouTube channel. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button because you do not want to miss out on our videos about herbs, self-care, and wellness, which drop every Tuesday and Friday. Today's video is a good one. I love talking about this. And it's like kind of part of my little journey too. What we're talking about today is the woman's feminine power, okay? And this is important because once we tap into it, sis, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, okay? It's gonna be a wrap. So the first thing is, what is the woman's feminine power? Right? So there's a thing called feminine power, and then there's masculine power. And the masculine power is mostly what we all find ourselves drenched in. We are always in our analytical mind. We're always thinking, planning, strategizing, competing, blase, all of these very assertive, penetrating, go-getter type of forceful mind states. And that is the masculine power. And I mean, that makes sense because men are hunters. Men go and, get things and compete with each other and all of that good stuff. But over the years, women have become accustomed to being in their masculine energy because we have to compete on the job. We have to go get those promotions. We have to go and make those business deals, and we have to go sell and push products and all kind of stuff. And not to even mention the cattiness and all of that, when women trying to compete with each other over men and all kind of stuff, having to take over the household, have to do A, B, C, and D all at the same time. It's just a lot, and no wonder why women are so stressed out. This is not our natural state. Let me clear this up. Everybody has feminine and masculine energies. It's just that the men are more dominant in the masculine energy and the women are more dominant in the feminine energy. However, like I said, the woman has not been able to tune into her feminine energy, and we're burnt out, sis. We are burnt out. We done gave all that we could give. We're tired. So I want to try to tell you a couple ways of how to tap into that feminine energy, get that energy back, and start living your best life. Feminine energy is really about attraction. It's about creativity and allowing. It's more of a receiving type of thing. And if you even think about the way our bodies are made, we are the receivers. We're not penetrating them if we're having sex with a man. Clear that up. Men are the penetrators. We are the receivers. Now, that does not mean submissive. That does not mean that. Now, you can be submissive if you want to. However, there are so many feminine women who are just attractive, intoxicating, also know how to put their foot on your neck if they need to. That's me. They know how to speak their mind. They're authentic. They know who they are. They're not about to play no games with you. That's also feminine power. And I'll tell you why. Even though it seems to be a masculine trait, it's really a feminine trait. The feminine energy is about, like I said, attracting. But it also gives us the power to allow and disallow. So when things come our way and tries to come into our energy fields that we do not like, we are able to disallow that. And that is part of our feminine energy. We can just absorb all of the good and cut off the bull crap when we need to. And that is what makes us so powerful. Having those boundaries, being able to say no and all of that, and knowing what we want and speaking up and saying exactly what it is that we want without being pushy, forceful, or needy. That is standing in your feminine power. It's also about being resourceful. For centuries, women have always used what they had to get what they want. You can take that how you want to. But if you think about it, it's a lot of like, I've seen a lot of Facebook posts saying like, oh, my mom, I would go in the refrigerator and it would be just like a block of cheese and like some ketchup. And somehow my mom made a whole full course meal for us that night using a block of cheese and a bottle of ketchup. That is just a feminine quality. That is something that women have been able to do without even realizing it for so long. We've been able to also multitask, be in our bodies, use our intuition to know when something's not right. And we have basically strayed away from that. And that has got us in a lot of very dangerous positions, especially when it comes to like dating and things. We get stuck in relationships, very abusive relationships sometimes, because we're not centered in our body, we're in our head. And every time you do something, we're in our head, oh, how can I fix this for him? Or how can I make this right? Or I wonder why he did that. What is he doing? Where is he at? We're in our heads instead of in our bodies, where we can say, wow, this does not feel good to me, or the way he's making me feel. You know, our emotions are our superpowers, and society tries to make it seem like our emotions are weak, but really it's our strengths, because it is our emotional state that creates the rest of our lives. When you are in a good mood, your whole life just seems to be going right. When you are in a bad mood, your shirt gets caught on the door, like all kind of crazy stuff starts happening, and the day just gets worse and worse and worse. It is our emotional state that rules our outer state. And so by us being in our feminine energy and tuning into our bodies, tuning into our emotions, and tuning into how we feel, we're pretty much the most powerful things walking on this earth, if we can develop those aspects of ourselves. Now, our feminine power lies within our hearts and within our wombs. And if you look back at another video I made about the womb trauma and how we carry all of our trauma in our wombs, and we are able to pass those traumas down generation to generation cellularly through our wombs. And a lot of the traumas that we have been passed down to us epigenetically through our mother's wombs. So check that video out if you want to know more about how to clear that. But yeah, our wombs hold our feminine energy in our hearts. So it's our emotions. Our wombs is our creativity area. We are the creators of the world. Not one of, the. There is no way a life can come into this earth without the woman's womb, period. I don't know what they're making out there, but naturally, that is the only way that a person can come into this world. So we are very powerful. We need to start harnessing in on that power. That is another reason why I wanted to make the Navoni Herbals baby fever tea. The baby fever tea helps to clear the womb. It helps to cleanse and tone and strengthen the womb. And yes, it does help you physically, with your health. But if you think about it, it's really a very woman empowerment type of tea, because it puts the reproductive power back into the woman. It puts the feminine energy back into the woman, because it clears out all that trauma. It clears out that womb cellularly and helps us to recover from those traumas that may have been passed down or we may have accumulated over our adult lives. So I really believe that the baby fever tea is a very powerful tea. Those herbs in there really are very powerful. And also the goddess box that we have includes the yoni steam, and it's called the Pumvi steam from Navoni Herbals. And that also is a very powerful tool for clearing your room out and harnessing your feminine energy. How do we develop our feminine power? Because we are magnetized, we are attracting, we are allowing, we're more of a subtle type of flowy type of being. The way we develop it is, one of the first things we have to do is just to let go. We have to let go of controlling everything. And we as women can have a hard time with that. We can, and we have reasons, we do. But if we can get to the point where we can just let go and trust that the universe is co-creating with us and that we are going to be okay. We're going to be fine. We are going to be okay. So much more space is open for beautiful things to happen to our lives. When we are constricted and constricting and restricting and blocking and being very tense and dense, we don't allow our energetic fields to really flow and allow things to come into, which we're designed to do. We're not allowing us to attract things because we're just so tense, but when we let go of control, we let go and just this is above me at this point, so much more happens for us. Just happens. We don't even have to do anything. We just sit back and be, and things happen. And that is the secret. That is the secret. You just have to allow things. And when things are going left, you can disallow them. You can say no. And that is the other part of our feminine power, in developing our feminine power. You have to learn how to say no to things that you do not want. Sounds simple, but it's very hard, especially for the woman who society tells has to be pleasing and accommodating and mothering and nurturing and nice and all of this stuff. No. Okay? We have to say no to things that we do not want. We have to have the strength and the courage to disallow things into our lives, because we know how powerful we are. And when we say yes to things, we give our power to that. We give our energy to that. And we do not want to create our lives saying yes to things that we really mean to say no to, and that are hurting us. Self-love. Loving yourself first is such a big one, because when we heal ourselves, when we love ourselves, as women, everything that we touch turns to gold, basically. Everything that we give our energy to, it creates life within that. So when we love ourselves first, when we fill our cups up first, we're able to pour out into everybody around us. Our whole circle benefits from that. And you don't even have to directly do anything. It just subconsciously allows them that energy, and just to be around you is just inspiring and creative and loving and just, yes, healing. The woman is the healer. So that's why she has to heal herself first. She has to make sure that she has enough energy reserved to be able to really impact and fulfill her dreams and her goals, and not just be the giver all the time. No, that is not our natural state. We are supposed to be on somebody's throne, somebody giving us grapes. That's what we're supposed to be doing. But here we are. We can still use our feminine energy at work. Although work is more of a masculine type of thing where we're doing, we can use our feminine energy at work. We can make those tough decisions using our body and our intuition. If we're making a business decision, or if we're making a call about something that's very important, that's going to impact our finances, we can do that. We can create entire careers out of our creativity. Like now, I'm creating a YouTube video, and it's a really fulfilling thing for me. And I really feel like I'm in my feminine energy right now, because I can talk and express myself in a very authentic way and allow others to be attracted to my videos naturally, because they either hit the subscribe button or they don't. And I'm okay with both, because whatever I attract belongs to me, and I know my energy is what pulled that one subscriber in, and we are able to connect on that level. So yes, that is another way that we can use our feminine energy, even in a masculine setting such as work. What feminine energy is not? Feminine energy is not submissiveness. Now, you can be submissive if you want to, and sometimes it is very useful to be submissive to a man. However, that does not mean not having your own opinion on things or letting him walk all over you. That does not mean being the only one, cleaning up the house, cooking, taking care of the kids, and all that stuff. That is not what that means. But it is allowing. So if he wants to do something, let him. Do not say, oh, no, I have it, I got it. No, let him. And what that does, that also empowers him to be in his masculine energy, and empowers him, because it allows him to do and to give and to, assert and to chase. And it's just so sexy, and they feel good doing that for us. So you have to allow them to do that. It lets them know that they are useful, and it makes them feel loved because they like to give, and it makes them feel good to give, just like it makes us feel good to give at times. So allowing men to do for us is a good thing. Now, we can also disallow if it doesn't feel right to us, but we don't have to use all our energy up. Start learning how to delegate things to other people. I'm telling you, works wonders, saves a lot of time. Like, we do not have to save people. We don't. Women are known for saving people. It's a bad habit. Get out of it. Everybody is on their own journey here. We cannot save them. We literally can't. And us trying to is like running on a hamster wheel. Like, we'll never be able to do that. The only way that we can kind of save people is by saving ourselves, and basically influencing them and inspiring them by them seeing us, pretty much. So everything starts with self. And if you are able to tap into that, you are going to be a very influential bad gal. Like, seriously, you're going to be a very powerful person. And so we need to start harnessing these things. And another thing that we can do to develop our feminine power is to dance, is to get creative, to move. Feminine power is a flowy thing. And so dancing is one way that we can literally get into our bodies. You don't have to think when you dance. You're just moving. You're just going to the beat. Like, you're moving your hips and your womb area. That's where our power lies. You're doing it out of love. You're having fun. So it also brings out our heart chakra area. And dancing is a very powerful thing for women. If you even look at the entertainers, most men entertainers have a bunch of women dancing around them and just absorb all that energy while they're performing. So that's for a reason. They could have a bunch of dudes dancing beside them. They really could, but they don't. So I just want to make this video, and also in tribute to this video, I want you to go to NavoniHerbals.com and check out our goddess box. You are going to love the items that are in it. And they are also going to be on subscription, so you can get a goddess box every month by default. Check it out. We have our Plume V steams. We have our Yoni wash, our Yoni oil, and our Yoni bar. So you want to go and look that up. NavoniHerbals.com. Our goddess box is now on pre-order, and I hope this video really helps you think about femininity in a different way. And I will see you in the next video. Deuces.